Hi, guys, and welcome to my very first podcast. This is Kath, your host, and this is for such a time as this podcast. Well, honestly, I am very excited to finally step out of my comfort zone and obey what God has been placing in my heart for such a long time, and that is to start this podcast. Well, just a little background why I entitled this for such a time as this. It is because during my devotion in the book of Esther, it is where I receive a confirmation from the Lord telling me to do this. And it has always been my desire to, encourage people by sharing my personal testimonies and sharing what God has been doing in my life. And, for those who know me, I am that kind of person who cares a lot about what other people think, and I can be such a perfectionist. So I am always waiting for that perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. But God reminded me that, Kat, I don't need your perfection. God doesn't want our perfection because we will never be perfect. But He simply wants our obedience and a willing heart. And, before God led me to do this, God actually brought me into a season of consecration where He removed me from social media. So it's been a month since I started my phone fasting. And honestly, it has been a life changing for me because I became more productive, I became more intentional, and I am more aligned into the purpose which God has been calling me. And I'll be honest, wasn't easy at first. There are also painful moments and hard seasons too, but through it all, I can truly say that God is the one who's always there for me, who has been sustaining me. That is why I am making this podcast because I want this to be a space wherein we can talk about real life, my personal struggles, faith, growth, testimonies, and, moments that shapes us. Because here I believe that every story matters. Whether you are in a season of waiting, healing, rebuilding, or becoming, I pray that this podcast will remind you that God is not yet finished with you and He is still writing your story. And I pray that in every episode that it is not me but God who will just use me, that God will speak to me. Every episode someone will be encouraged, be strengthened, and transformed by the Lord. So yeah, if this speaks to your heart, I hope that you'll join me in this journey. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. And I hope to see you again on my next podcast. Bye. God bless.